can move it. All right, go.
Alright, so we're talking about the sperm or male reproductive system. So basic parts of or basic facts, male reproductive system. There's two testicles or testes. They produce sperm, and the male. Oh, louder. Okay. And the male sex hormone testosterone. Next to each testicle, at the didymis is a light-colored tube where sperm is stored. From there, it's transported to the vas deferens, and then there's two kinds of sex cells or gametes that are involved in the reproductive system, which are the sperm and the egg cells. We're talking about boys.
Okay, how sperm is made. Sperm is made in the male testes through a process called spermatogenesis, which develops immature cells called spermatogenia into fully mature sperm cells called spermatozoa. Something. This begins in the seminiferous tubulus where the spermatogenia something undergo division in a process called mitosis. In the last stage of maturation, called spermiogenesis, the sperm cell elongates, grows a tail, and rotates so that its tail faces the inside of the tube. How many sperm cells are released when a male ejaculates? Sperm counts vary from about 20 million to 100 million sperm cells per millimeter of ejaculation. Healthy males reproduce about 1.5 millimeters to 5 milliliters of semen every time they ejaculate. At least 60% of the sperm should have a normal shape and show normal forward movement.
Fun facts about your kids. Sperm responds to the food a man eats. Men need to regularly climax for healthy sperm. Sperm are susceptible to damage from wireless technology, and progesterone from females gives sperm extra energy to penetrate the egg. How big are sperm cells? From head to tail, human sperm cells measure about 50 micrometers. The tiniest object you can see with your unaided eyes is about 0.1 millimeters, so forget about seeing sperm with a microscope, without a microscope. And the human egg is about 30 times bigger, large enough to be seen with the naked eye.
Basic parts of the sperm cell. There are three basic parts: the head, the middle section, and the tail. The head contains genetic material. The middle part is packed with mitochondria, and then the tail is flagellum.
Can I interrupt just for a second?
Yeah.
Do you remember on the video we watched how some of the sperm cells show irregular shape? Remember what some of them were?
They're like dual.
What?
They're like two in one.
Like two tails, and the head split. They go in oblong circles, so that they're not normal. And I'm not sure what the boys are going to say, because I haven't looked at your PowerPoint. But another question to ask you: do they all move at the same speed?
No.
Do you remember how that goes? Anybody? Some swim faster than others. Do you remember which ones?
I believe it was the female. The female swims faster.
The ones that have the idea to pass on the female gender swim what?
I believe it swim faster.
Faster or slower? How many say faster? How many say slower? The slowers are the winners. They're slower. And then the second question is, and again, boys, I apologize to interrupt you. Maybe you're going to tell us this anyway. Which ones live longer? The ones that want to create a boy or a girl? That's right, the girl. They swim slower. They swim slower, but they live longer. And if you wanted to remember what the numbers are, the ones that are passing on the Y chromosome, which will create the boy, they live for about 20 hours, a little bit less than a day. But they swim really fast to get towards the egg. The ones that live longer live for about 2 days. but they're swimming slow. Sorry to interrupt, boys.
Who discovered sperm cells? It was Anthony Van Leeuwenhoek. He first observed sperm in 1677. He observed his own sperm. He was also the first to discover bacteria, muscle fibers, and the flow of blood cells through the capillaries. He's known as the father of microbiology because of what he said.
How does sperm know where to go? Scientists believe sperm cells find their waiting egg cell via a couple of complex mechanisms. They swim toward higher concentrations of molecules released by the egg, known as chemotaxis, then toward the high temperatured areas of the woman's reproductive tract where eggs are found, and those are chemotaxis. How long can sperm cells live? The lifespan of sperm after ejaculation depends on the circumstances. Ejaculated sperm remain viable for several days within a woman's reproductive tract or in a nutritive liquid. In a lab setting, fertilization is possible as long as the sperm remain alive, at least 5 days. And sperm also can be preserved for years when semen is frozen.
Can I add one more thing to that? Or another thing to what you just showed? The only understanding I have of artificial insemination is when I was involved as a hobby with dog training. And I did have a friend of mine that did go to Iowa State University with her male dog, and she wanted to have his semen frozen. They don't really freeze it, they chill it. So that's a misconception. We say frozen, but it's actually chilled. I'm guessing at 37 to 40 degrees, I'm not sure. And then they store it, and she had to pay a fee to Iowa State to keep her dog's semen. I don't know what it was, $100 a month, probably not that high, but she had to pay a fee. And then what she did, she had her dog neutered. She had her dog neutered, but then she had the semen. To be honest, if I remember the end of the story, she never did use it. She never did use it to artificially inseminate. They do that with horses. They do that with horses a lot, I guess.
Is it true that sperm counts are declining? A widely reported 1992 study showed that sperm counts fell by 50% between 1938 and 1990, falling from 113 million sperm per milliliter of seminal fluid to 66 million. But subsequent studies raised questions about the validity of the finding. Some more recent studies suggest there really is a decline, but others suggest that sperm counts have remained stable. And those are the web test views.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay, very good, boys. That's a good start. And now you're done.